Howdy, y'all.
Hi, guys.
It's Ryan.
And Angela.
From Def Leppard.
What?
Not really.
No.
From Howdy Music.
Mm-hmm.
Your favorite pop guitar shop and music lesson studio deep in the heart of Texas. That's where we're at.
That's right.
And it's time for another episode of Ask RNA.
I know, right?
So excited.
So excited.
Let's get to it. Oh my gosh.
Woohoo!
All right, y'all, welcome back. It is time for episode, I wrote it down, number 404 of Ask RNA.
Look at us go.
404. If you're new here, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Angela.
We have a little music lesson studio in a small town in East Texas, and we teach music lessons all week long.
Yes.
And we sell guitars and stuff and things, accessories and strings.
Sometimes.
Occasionally. We've always been mostly music educators.
Yes, we are music
But we also
educators.
do sell some stuff.
Correct.
In a small town.
Correct.
And it's been a minute since the last Ask RNA. Here's what's hilarious.
Okay.
Is, what did I text you earlier?
We should probably do an Ask RNA today.
Yeah. And then literally like 30 minutes later, somebody commented
Ping.
on like the last one we did.
The
Like,
algorithm
hey,
heard you.
I guess.
The
And they were
algorithm
like,
gods.
oh, I missed the Ask RNA videos. I'm like, oh, it's a sign.
Wow.
It's a sign. So here we are. We're gonna
Back again.
do another one. I said we might make this like a monthly thing. It used to be every single week. No doubt.
But Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Life took off, and we've been dragging behind life ever since.
Yeah, it's been about 6 months since the last one, which was right before your birthday.
Correct. I had my birthday. Thank you so much for the birthday salutations.
And today is actually Adam Lamar's birthday. Day of filming this.
Look at this.
That's kind of funny. But
I know.
I thought it'd be kind of fun to.
Yeah.
You know, our schedule is quite hectic, so squeezing these in every single week.
It's about to kind of before it goes again.
Well, yeah, we might have a hot minute of like
a hot minute,
a hot second of real rest. But
yeah.
Anyway, so these aren't going to be on a weekly basis, clearly, as the last 6 months.
We're not going to promise anything.
We're not promising nothing.
Nothing. Let's not go there because we have no idea.
No promises. We'll try to sprinkle
but
one
we do
in
love
here
you guys,
and there.
and we appreciate you guys.
And I miss making these videos.
And he misses making these videos.
Yeah, because I haven't seen you in 6 months.
I know.
And I've missed you terribly.
Like once the camera goes off, we go our separate ways.
We never.
And then he has to call me up and go through my manager and all the PR and HR and everything.
Pretty much. Make an appointment. All right, let's get into the questions. We're gonna answer some questions for you guys and take it from there.
That was a joke, by the way, for those of you who were like, "Oh, what happened?"
People are like, "Y'all."
Oh my gosh, what? That was a huge joke.
I take it for granted.
We are joined at the hip.
There's probably going to be people who see this for the first time who haven't watched the last.
Don't even know we're married.
The last 403 episodes.
No, yes, we have been married for 25 and a half years. We've been together for almost 30. He's not getting rid of me. No. Not that easy.
Oh no, I'm not getting rid of you. That's for sure. You might get rid of me, but I'm not getting rid of you.
Love you.
All right.
Okay.
First question.
I had to clear that.
Good. You got to clarify because people are crazy.
Because people are dumb.
First question. Peter Moore 350 6 months ago.
Well, you know.
Is it okay? Question.
Thank you for holding on, Peter.
Yeah. I hope you're watching. We're gonna answer your question right now, man. It's a question for next Ask RNA. That's hard
6 months later, he was time capsule.
He's been waiting. He's given up. He says, I know you like Explorer shaped guitars. Have you checked the Solar E1.6? And if so, which one would you buy if you could?
Okay, so this is clearly not for me. So
this is it says he has an E1.6 FBB, which is the Evertune. He bought during the lockdowns in New Zealand.
Oh wow!
The second round of lockdowns in New Zealand. Yeah, I guess they had a couple. Hit along.
All the things.
He's got 5 Solars now, which is funny. He said he doesn't even play metal. Never heard of Ola when he got his first one. So that's pretty funny that this is
specifically
a brand that's personality driven by a YouTube creator.
Right.
And then somebody who didn't even know anything about that just saw it, was like, that's a cool guitar. I want one of those.
Right.
So that's pretty interesting. I do like
interesting.
that. I have a student, Tristan, who has a couple of solar guitars.
Yeah.
So I've actually played a few
Right.
that belong to my student. Okay, so I do like Explorer-shaped guitars. I have a couple.
Some.
I have a few of those.
Yeah.
And I've looked at the Solars a bunch. And like I've had interactions with Ola here and there, and he's a great guy. I like him. I was telling somebody else, when it comes to the guitar YouTube universe, there's only a few people I actually still watch on a pretty consistent, regular basis.
Right.
And Ola's one of them. Like, he does his Sunday with Ola show.
Right.
Every Sunday. And I don't always watch them on Sunday, but by the next day at least, I'm like,
Sometimes.
yeah, I don't know. Because it's pretty funny.
Right.
It's pretty goofy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like Ola, but I have never purchased a Solar guitar.
You like his personality.
But I do like his personality. He's funny, and he likes a lot of the same music I like. He's,
Yeah.
he kind of grew up on the same type of music I did. So I like, they have one that's kind of the dime slime. They have a specific one that's kind of the color scheme, and he says it. This is basically from one of the famous Washburn dimes.
Right.
It's sort of a green and yellow and kind of it's a very green, yellowy, funky kind of burst color. It's very striking. It stands out. I'll show you a picture afterwards.
Okay.
And they have the Explorer version of that, and they also have the Flying V version of that. The question is, I'm kind of torn between the Solar, the E style, Explorer style, or the V style, because last year I've gotten a V, and now I'm like, oh my gosh, why did I wait so long to get a Flying V?
Right.
I do have more Explorers than I have Vs, but probably, I can't remember the exact color, but I'll have a picture on the screen. I like that because it's kind of his homage and tribute to Dimebag Darrell, which he does not hide his, he's clear about like, Pantera was his thing. So probably that one, because it's kind of, the homage to Dime kind of guitar. So I do like that. He was talking about the Evertune guitars. Evertune is like a tuning system on the guitars where basically it will not go out of tune.
Okay.
Like it's a mechanical thing in the guitar. Like once it's in tune, it's in tune. It is not moving at all.
Right.
Even to the point where you can like do big bends and it won't go out of tune. Nice. Like it compensates to the point where like even a bend won't change the pitch. It's super weird.
Okay.
Borg technology. Or you can set up to where you can do small bends, but basically it just never goes out of tune as guitars do. So as a tool in the studio, you're not having to retune your guitar between every take. So that's intriguing. I like that idea. I've not actually ever played one, so I don't know what it feels like.
Right.
But probably the green dime slime E-style Solar. Okay, long answer question. Thank you, Peter Moore. No relation to Roger Moore. Best 007.
Very cool. Sure, why not?
Okay. Next question, Barb Mel from Leo. Good to see you both up and doing well. 6 months ago.
6 months ago.
Happy anniversary and birthday, because we just had our anniversary.
Yeah, 25th. That's right.
Not everyone can pull off the gravel vocals. The old blues guy, Otis Taylor, did it naturally. Payne, the focus on lessons. Oh, okay. Question: are you going to do some community performances with your young musicians this summer? P.S. I have done well recommending Seagull guitars as well as the Yamaha acoustics. KTMA. Hashtag we're back. We're back. Back again. Okay, so this was pre-summer. We actually just did, it wasn't this summer, but the fall festival.
We did.
Here at...
Well, we did have a summer performance for the kids. We had an end of, for mine, we did a first Monday type thing.
Oh, yeah.
We did that at the end of the summer, and that was a lot of fun. Because I try to squeeze in a few things where I know kids are going to be able to, do in front of a crowd. Because we have, those audience. Of you who know, we live in a town that has a big flea market that happens every weekend of the first Monday of the month. And grab my water. Oh, thank you. So we try to accommodate with that. So In the springtime is the opening of farmers market season, and so and people come back because it's nice outside. The weather's usually complimentary towards walking around outside, so we try to do something then. And then towards the end of summer, whenever the weather's still pretty nice in Texas and we have avoided tornadoes, and then thank y'all, and then we focus on the fall festival, which is pretty big event in our town. We have a few stages. We have quite a few vendors from all over that come and just crowd our entire square. They lock it down so that people can walk around and look at vendors and stuff. There's a little stage. So we have a few, I'm sure Ryan will insert some videos from some of his students' performances.
Everyone knows about it, from the Queen of England to the hounds of hell. And if I catch you coming back my way, I'm gonna serve it to you.
In mind, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. We did have quite a few kids perform. I think we might have had like 20 kids perform, something like that.
At least.
You know, a couple of our kids returned to
Alumni.
help us out, which was wonderful. All the adults who have been with us and their kids and, you know, some grandkids have been with us. It was nice. They love seeing a few of our students that come back because they have fond memories of when their kids were younger playing and those kids were still students. So that's always really fun. So yeah, we did have, we've had a lot of fun these past few months performing with our kiddos. So
yeah.
And we had vocal camp this summer.
Oh, that's right.
So that was a lot of fun. Yeah.
You did a week-long vocalist camp.
Yes, and then the girls who were, and it's mostly girls who sign up for vocal camp, they were able to perform for their parents. We had like a little mini recital with lights and spotlight and all kinds of fun stuff.
I have to find pictures of that.
So that was fun. Yep. So great time.
There's
great
a video
time.
of that somewhere.
Yeah, I think so. Somewhere.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Leo. He's gonna see this. Our regulars are gonna see this.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And now it's time for the thing that I kind of forgot about, which is comment of the day.
Woo! Na-na-na-na-na.
I forgot the theme song. Comment of the day. All right. This is where we take a comment from the last Ask RNA video and turn it into a song on the spot. Oh, we might be a little rusty on this. Right?
This right here might not end so great.
Yeah. On the spot, I'm going to write a chord progression and you're going to write a vocal melody and rhythm on the spot. You're going to sing it to a comment.
Write it vocally.
I think I know what I'm going to do. It's not going to be fancy because it's been a while. So, all right. Comment of the day song. Okay. Here we go.
At the draw 6 months ago, yeah. I bet you've never heard this before. Ready?
Dramatic pause.
Get a room full of birds. Hashtag we're back. That's it. You always keep going after that, even though you know that it's.
I'm just vibing. I'm just feeling the groove.
It would have been great if you just end when after I end.
Sometimes you'll like repeat that last line.
I know, but
so I didn't know. Didn't know if you were going there.
No.
Or no. Okay. Comment of the day. Pedro. I bet you've never heard this before. You ready? Get a room, lovebirds. We must have been being really lovey-dovey.
Yeah, probably.
Time on episode 403. I'm gonna have to go watch.
It happens.
We do like each other. It is.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you know.
Pretty, which apparently is kind of rare these days.
I guess.
To be married 25 years.
That's not my problem.
Still like each other.
That's not my problem. If it's rare for other people, it's not my problem.
Not my monkeys.
Not my monkeys.
Okay. Thank you, Pedro.
Yes.
All right. Next question. All right. Adam Lynch, 6877. Hashtag we're back. Congrats on the anniversary. Welcome back.
That's so sad. It's making me sad now.
We've been very busy. Are we going to tell them what we've been doing or what you've been doing?
I mean, we can.
We'll do that. You got to wait till the end of the video to find out why we've been so busy.
Why we've been busy.
Stay tuned to the last question for the reason why.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Angela. Question: Summer has arrived. Is there a summer blockbuster movie or TV show you guys are excited to see?
Oh gosh, no, there was none.
Oh. Did anything come out in the summer that was?
There was. What was it? Well, we anticipate going to see now Venom. Oh. But that was something that we want to go see.
Yeah, I do want to see the movie. I think it's out. Isn't it out right now?
Yeah. Because it was for Halloween, the Halloween season.
Right.
And then there was something.
I was pretty excited about Deadpool Wolverine.
Yes.
I was.
He was. It was okay. Ryan's like, I want to take you to go see it. So we went to the movie theaters.
Hugh Jackman.
I don't like Ryan Reynolds' comedy.
Right.
I don't care for him as an actor in any shape, form, or fashion. In any movie that he has, I think he brings it down.
Right.
In everything that he does. He
is the same character in every movie.
Exactly. It's like
kind of The Rock.
He's like, he makes every show he's in a spoof.
Yeah.
And I don't personally like that. I love comedy. I am a comedy girl. Like, I can watch stand-up specials all day long. I love classic comedy. I like old black and white comedy. I love comedy.
Sure.
I don't like his brand of comedy because he has to be raunchy in order to be funny.
Yeah.
He can't just stand on his own and just be funny to me. And when he does, it's either he's insulting somebody, he's always insulting them, you know, and then or he's being nasty, and I just don't find that funny at all in any shape, form, or fashion. So it was hard for me to kind of think it was funny. Well, the storyline was fine. I liked it because it gave a lot of nods to a lot of things, and I appreciate that because I am a TV, movie, comic book, superhero, everything nerd. So I liked that aspect of it. I love that we see you, Gen X.
Yeah.
People have crapped on you for years, and he did that. He was like,
Yeah,
and I
Disney has been struggling,
I do appreciate that.
And they made jokes about.
They made jokes about what we've been all dealing with, and I liked that.
Y'all have been screwing this up.
Yes, so there were parts of it that I did like, but the rest of it I was just like, good God.
Yeah, I mean, I like Hugh Jackman, and like, you know, I liked the last Wolverine movie where he died, you know, and all that. And like, I mean, what every time
Wolverine? I think it's called. No, it was a Logan.
Logan. Yeah, I thought he was great in Logan, and like, so watching Hugh Jackman in this, like, just man, he can act.
Yeah.
Like, there's just certain things that he did that I was like,
yeah. His scenes were great because he was perfectly on par with every movie that he has played as Wolverine. It was like he didn't change his who he was. It wasn't like how Chris Hemsworth changed Thor.
Oh God!
From being this very powerful, kind of borderline narcissistic person, which he is in the comic books. He's extremely narcissistic.
Well, is it narcissism if it's true?
Strongest Avenger.
It still is. So, but you know what I'm saying? Like, he is who he is. But then they changed him. And then it made him more. Yeah. I think because of Chris. What's his name? Other Chris?
Evans?
No. Is it Chris?
Hemsworth?
No. Who played Star-Lord? What's his name?
Oh, Pratt.
Chris Pratt. Lots of Chris's.
Because
Chris
Chris's
Pratt had all that fame from Guardians of the Galaxy being
kind of
goofy. I think Chris Hemsworth, because he is goofy in real life, I think he wanted people to see how he was in real life, and he crossed the line.
Bad move.
But Hugh Jackman, he understands the assignment. He's a lot like Henry Cavill when it comes to an assignment. He's like, this is what the fans like, this is what the fans need, this is what the assignment is, and I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. So he understands the assignment.
I loved the cameos. You know? Like, I freaking loved the Henry Cavill.
The Henry Cavill cameo was the best. Wesley Snipes coming back as Blade. That was the best. I truly enjoyed that because that was like the first like franchise we watched as a married couple. Like, Blade. We were Blade enthusiasts. We loved Blade. We would watch it over and over and over and over.
To the point we would joke, inside joke with us.
Like, yes.
Like, we would watch something super depressing or some like
if we would
emotional romance.
Yeah, like if we watched like Legends of the Fall. Like if we watched Legends of the Fall, Ryan's, it would be like, over in credits. We're like, we gotta watch something happy.
We need to go watch something happy. Like Blade. To like cheer ourselves up. Now it's like, oh man, we need to go watch like John Wick.
Yeah.
I need to feel better.
I need to feel better about myself. Whoa. I need to watch some real death.
That was I can't think of
funny death.
What other movies have we seen like in theaters since?
Nothing.
I don't think that. I think that was the only one. Really.
Since then, that was the other one. And before that, it was Godzilla 1.
Ooh.
That was Christmas.
Yeah.
I was feeling before that. Yeah.
All right. There you go.
Okay.
And I guess we're gonna go see Venom sometime.
Yes.
I do want to see that.
I do. I want to see that. I've actually kind of enjoyed the Venom universe and what they. I mean, it is what it is.
They've done a better job with it than Marvel's done with most of the Marvel movies. It is what it is.
But I love the Spider-Man universe.
Yeah.
I love Doc Ock and I love all that. Green Goblin. That was my favorite cartoon as a kid. The Amazing Spider. Like, I was there. I sang the theme song as a little girl. Like, I loved Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
So I like that universe. So it you know,
it'll be interesting to see what they do. I don't want to see any spoilers.
No, I mean the commercials are enough. They've already spoiled quite a bit.
Oh yeah. Okay. Thank you, Adam. Appreciate it. Next. It's not really a question. There was just a comment that I thought was kind of funny. That had a follow-up question in its comment, and it was Divided by Time Studios. His racist challenge: do one Ask RNA without touching your beard the whole time. Well, that's not going to be
That's
this
not gonna
one,
happen.
right?
No.
No beard touchy. No beard
Hold
touchy.
his hands out.
No beard touching. That would be super
It's
difficult.
a nervous tick.
It is.
It's a nervous
It's just also a
tick.
stress reliever. This literally in the car a couple days ago. We were driving. I don't even know what
We were just
doing, but I
going
was just like,
He was just like constant. And I was like, ah,
stop. And I'm like,
stop. He's like, what? I'm like, you're doing that makes me nervous. It gives me like nerves, anxiety, because I know that the reason why you're doing it is you're anxious.
when it's nonstop, like,
Because he does it to the beat of his thoughts. He's raging out.
driving in the car, it's like, are you all right?
I know. I'm like,
What's-
ah,
I'm,
ah.
I'm fine. Why?
Why do you ask?
Fine. Okay. So that was a great comment. I appreciated that. That would be a good challenge. I failed apparently this episode.
Well, what will be funny is if you do, like, if we get to record another one.
If there's an episode
by my
405.
birthday, on my birthday when we record the next one, we do a little tally, and you every time while you're running, go
Bing.
ping. And then just go-
Yeah, like the swear box. Yeah, that'd be funny.
have a like just like your, you know how you can do a little cartoon of your face with the beard, and then just have like a little number.
Yeah.
Go 2, 3, 4.
Well, that's the.
But it has to be every time your hand comes up.
It'll be
can't
a-
be while your hand.
It'll be a
is still
Hetfield
there.
sound effect, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because like, I was already doing that with the
Yeah. I know.
those, which I haven't. The videos I've put out since the last. I have put out videos.
Yes, you have.
Since
No,
the
you
last
have. It's just not
Ask RNA. They have not nearly as many yes
I'm proud of you.
in them. Well, I'm kind of sad when
Oh.
something will happen and I'll remember it
missed
in
it.
editing. I'm like,
I
oh,
missed the bet.
I get to put a Hetfield there. Yeah. I get all excited because I'm not thinking about it in guitar and lesson type videos. Anyways, all right, and then there was Blue Magic 5829 commented on Divided by Times. Question says, how much money to take a straight edge razor to it? Ooh, I mean that's a question, I guess. How much money?
Would it take for you to shave that off?
Yeah, I just saw a Zach Wild video, and he was talking to another like Swedish metal guy who has a big beard, and they were talking about beards. And they're like, "Have you ever got it caught in a thing?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, it got caught on fire one time." And the Swedish guys, he was leaned over a candle, and it went,
Oh God.
and Zach
that's
said
scary.
something about like when he had the big braid, it was all braided,
Mm-hmm.
and like it got caught in like a guitar case or something that was getting loaded, and just ripped it out. I was like,
Oh my God.
so they were telling beard stories,
How
but
does it get caught and you don't notice?
I don't know.
I mean, were you closing it like how?
I mean, I don't.
Unless it's a zipper.
It was grabbing
maybe?
something and like it went. And I'm like, that sounds painful. But that was a question for them. They're like, he was like, would you shave it for enough money? And Zach's like, yeah, it'll grow back.
Mhm.
Depends on the money.
Yeah.
It was like, for the right price,
Yeah.
yes,
Yes.
because it'll grow back.
I would say.
I mean, like $20, no.
No, I would. Do you want me to give you a number and see if you
What's-
accept it?
We're bidding on clean shaving because
Because I have a number in my head.
you have a number in your head
That I would be fine if you accepted it, and
because you like the beard.
I do.
You don't mind. You don't
no,
mind
I don't.
it.
No, I like it.
Yeah.
I have no problem with you, staying this way till death do us part.
Yeah.
I have no problem with it.
Do you?
Because I don't really think about it anymore.
Could you have a beard in heaven?
Yes. I don't know. Maybe
Surely,
Jesus,
because
had a
Jesus
beard.
has a beard. The Lord has a beard, so I guess you can have beards in heaven.
I guess so. Is he coming back with
I
the
don't
beard?
know.
Does it say?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think it.
Does it say?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Crap. I'm going to read my Bible now.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so am I guessing the number? You have a number in your head. I have to come up with a number.
Yes.
How much money would it take for me
Or
to
do you
shave?
want me to tell you and then you say yay or nay?
Let me think about it.
Do you have a number in your head?
I'm thinking about it. Because the question is, like, how long? Because I get this question all the time. They're like literally
but you have
this
to
week.
take into consideration it will grow back.
It will grow back.
You have a
Okay.
obnoxious amount of testosterone. It will definitely grow back.
I am over 900 on the testosterone.
Yes,
level,
so you will have no problem growing
Okay.
it back. Think of how long it took you to grow it, and then think of the number that would make sense of you having to go through the process of growing it back.
I just came up with a number, and I was like,
Okay. Then you had to rethink
And
about it.
then I was
because
like-
of the process, right?
I was like, no, that's not enough. I had a number
Yeah.
with zeros behind it. I was like, no, okay.
Okay.
And I was like, okay.
I probably lowballed.
You probably did. All right. Because somebody might do it. They're like, I'll send you.
I would doubt that they will send the number I have in my head. If they did, you're cutting that freaking beard off.
Okay.
And I don't think you're real. I think I'm lowballing. But
Okay.
if someone freaking Venmos us that much, or
See, the problem is,
PayPal,
there are people who have more money than
I know.
necessary, and
But,
they're like,
but do they want to spend it on you shaving your
Shaving.
beard? That's the
I
thing.
don't know.
Okay, say your number.
me say it?
Yeah.
$2,000.
$2,000,
Yeah. What was your number?
Bub. I did not lowball. You lowballed. You so far below mine that
What was
like
yours?
that's way less than we
I
would
don't
ever
know.
make in a month. I literally thought $250,000.
Oh, well, yeah, for 250,000, sure. I don't know.
But you're
Well,
like not the zeros behind it.
I started with 500, then I was like, no.
$500.
I was like, no, that's not much
Hey,
money.
good
Then I was
God.
like, 1,000. Like, no, that's.
No, it took you forever to
I
grow
know.
it.
It's like 3 years. Well. Oh, okay.
I know.
Hold on. See, I was trying to do the math.
Someone's going to send
Okay,
you $2,000.
your number makes more sense.
I'm like, no. I put it this way. I do not accept $2,000 to shave off that beard.
Right.
That is
Is-
not.
you got-
That is. You have to come
What about
to me.
10?
No, not enough.
Okay.
You have to go above 25,000
Okay.
for me to be okay with that.
Okay, good. Well, I don't know. I'm just sitting here thinking about like.
It'd have to be worth it because I mean,
Well, as I was
we
thinking.
spend $2,000 a month at Walmart.
Right.
I'm not gonna.
Right. Well, yeah, that's why I was
No.
calculating. I was like, that
And you know how long?
because it took a while.
He will have a 5 o'clock shadow 6 hours after
At
he
noon.
shaves.
At noon.
Like he is like
11
Tim
p.m.
Allen on the Santa Claus. Like it is just like he shaves it, dries his face, and looks in the mirror. And so it's not going to take him long to grow it back. Really,
Well,
truly.
to get back to here,
Yes, but just
It's
but
about
to cover
probably
your face,
probably
for
3
where
years.
where you would feel normal again.
yeah.
It will take months before you felt kind of normal.
Oh, it would. Yeah,
Normal.
it would take a long time. Well, because people ask me at least once a week. So
It would
like,
take you a year for it to get to here.
yeah, look. This is because people will ask almost every single week. Be like, how long did it take you to grow that beard? I'm like, oh gosh, well, they're like, how long have you had a beard? I'm like, I think I've had it for 6 or 7 years now,
Mhm.
and I only know that because Facebook memories pop up. Like 7 years ago, I was like, oh, I had a beard. Oh, I guess I started growing it.
Mhm.
You know.
Because remember, well, not remember, like y'all know, but before that, he would always shave the sides, or he'd have a chops,
Always
or
had a
he would have a
goatee,
goatee. He'd
Or
always
very
have a
short
goatee.
beard.
He's always had a goatee. He's never not
least a
had
goatee.
anything on his chin, but he's always had like a chin strap or a goatee, and the chin strap or just the goatee. He's always had that since
Something.
something. He's only shaved fully probably twice the whole time we've been married. But you've always had some
form
of
of
facial hair your whole entire life. Your boys would not know what to do with you.
Yeah.
They've never seen you without.
Pictures. Other than
Like-
in pictures.
Yeah, but
in
not
person.
really. Like not really in person.
Well, that's where I started thinking about like, okay, wait. So this is probably 3 years of length,
Hmm.
although it's been this long for a while.
Yeah, about 6 years.
Yeah. So well, that's where I started thinking like, wait, okay, how long is it going to take? Okay, a year? No, year's not going to be.
No, not that long.
Okay, like 2.
Maybe,
Okay, yeah, 'cause
maybe here. At
There is
2
a video
years.
because we have a video. Like at 2 years, I had Jesse at the bearded barber. We had a 2-year trim.
Uh-huh.
I didn't even trim it for 2 years. So this is probably 2 years worth of growth.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like your number better. I don't know. Yeah. I've had dreams where like I shaved it. I had a dream a couple of weeks ago where like because when again, I've always had some kind of beard. I've had it get out like a little bit. I'm like, huh.
So
Let me go trim.
So y'all see, like, just even look how different he looks just from taking that off. Like,
Short
look how different just from that. Isn't that crazy? Just that.
Weird.
Yeah. You look so different.
Also a lot thinner too.
Yes, you're so much. I'm like going like, oh gosh, your face is like gone. Like most of your face is gone. That's crazy. There. Tuck it up into your head. Behind your ear. You look like an old president.
I mean, you can go. I mean, we have like
giant mutton chops.
We have like 13 years of YouTube videos. Like, there's YouTube videos where I have like barely a little goatee. So
yeah,
like, you can scroll back.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, well that makes me feel better. I was lowballing. All right. I like you have
Good
vision.
God.
Sorry.
I could not believe you said 2000. That really threw me.
I'm just thinking about bills.
So was I.
Okay.
I was thinking about real bills. I was like, Lord, because your beard is our livelihood.
Kind of, yeah. It's become a thing. Oh yeah. Oh wait,
that's
yeah.
his personality.
Correct. Because that would put a whole kink in the ZZ Top tribute band.
Yes, it sure would.
Yeah, I thought about that recently. I was like, oh yeah, I can't shave because that's his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
$25,000.
$25,000.
And we haven't even told you what we've been doing.
Right.
So we need to wrap this up.
So we've been really busy because this summer, what did you start doing this summer?
I went back to school. I did, you guys. I went back to school. Those of you who follow us on Instagram and on Facebook that are have become friends of ours, you know this already because you follow us. So you're friends. We're on each other's friends page. But yeah, I went back to school. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about that.
Yeah. So you took a summer class.
I did. I took a summer class at the junior college we met at.
Where we met.
It was online because I had to boost my GPA because I wasn't a very good student the first time around, almost 30 years ago. And yeah.
You had a lot going on.
I did.
30 years ago.
I did.
Family life.
But I was also a stupid kid. I didn't fight for myself. I didn't know how to fight for myself and be my own advocate and all those things
didn't have the life experience.
But then we met and life just kept moving forward and I've enjoyed my life.
So you took a 6 weeks psychology class and made a
100.
Made a 100 in your first college class.
Yeah, I made a 101.
Let's see, that's like an A++.
Oh yes, I made a 101. Yeah, I did.
That's like 101%.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I decided
to replace a psychology from 30 years ago.
That was a D.
27 years ago.
Yeah. It was maybe a C or D or something like that. Anyways, so replaced that, and then decided to keep going, enrolling, because the degree I'm going for is sonography. We're doing sonograms, not stenography. Sonography.
Sonar. You can work on
like radiology, stuff like that.
Kind of submarine. Sonar.
But yeah, kind of. But in your belly instead of
on
in
bodies.
The sea. The water in your belly and your body.
Which some people may not know, but when we got married, you worked at a hospital.
I did.
In our early marriage years, you have a lot of experience in the hospital system.
As a phlebotomist in the laboratory, yes.
Working in labs, going to the ER, watching people get shot.
Drawing blood, doing blood gases and all that good stuff. So, and my mom just retired from LabCorp. And she was there, she trained me. So I have that in my family.
You have medical experience background.
Yeah, I mean, somewhat. But yeah, so I was like, what do you want to do? And I've taught for so long because my dad's a teacher and I thought that was neat. I have balance of both parents in my family. So I thought I really liked the medical field, but I didn't want to be in a hospital because I understand the dynamics of hospitals and stuff. So I thought sonography would be fun. Not knowing how competitive it is. It is extremely competitive. It's one of the hardest
programs to get in.
a 2-year tech school to get into.
Is there only like 4 schools in Texas that offer it?
Yes. And most of them are, there's one in Dallas, which would be the same difference, but I didn't want to have to drive to Dallas every day to go. And then there's one in Houston and then one in San Antonio.
We're not going to Houston.
And we're not going. It's a long drive to do that. So obviously the next choice is just 45 minutes down the road.
Tyler, Texas.
Yes, in Tyler. So yeah, enrolled and been taking anatomy classes, college algebra.
Well, how are you doing in your college algebra class?
Making an A.
Yeah. Making an A.
Yeah, making a 101.
Yeah. Yeah. But the big thing is, like, this was a major thing for you just psychologically.
Yes.
To go back.
Yes. People don't really get that whenever they meet me and they talk to me, because I don't exude that. I don't exude a timid person.
Right.
But I am extremely timid. I fight through it every single day. I'm a very shy person naturally, but I fight through it every single day because I don't want to be shy, so I fight it. Anyways, I didn't do well in school because I was so shy growing up. I opted out of participating, asking questions, and I just would rather fail than put myself out there. So I did not do well in school, which then turned into me believing that I was unintelligent. So I just took that as just kind of this little mantle of identity in the back of my head that there was a cap on my intelligence. And it wasn't through, no one told me that. I never had a teacher tell me I was stupid or why can't you get this? I never had, my parents never did. I didn't grow up in a home that pushed me down and oppressed me. My parents were always my biggest cheerleader. They always encouraged me. Then I married someone who was also my biggest cheerleader, who always encouraged me, told me all the time that I was amazing, all the time that I was talented. And it was just, it was me. It was in my head, a demon I had to fight. So taking the entrance exam pushed me past that. I was like, that was a huge hurdle for me.
Like, that was like the big one.
That was the big one.
Just the exam to get in back
because testing was it was ingrained in me that that proved to me that I was stupid. When you test, it tells you your intelligence. So that to me was a proof, because I never did well. Anyway, so when I took the entrance exam the first time around, which I'm about to take another exam.
A
medical exam. But
you're going to murder it.
When I took that one, I studied for it. For like 3 months before that. So while I was filming this, y'all didn't know that, but I was already studying for it. 6 months ago, I was studying for this test. And when I finally took it, I had a full-blown panic attack. Like, I went into shock, like tunnel hearing, bad news bears. Cause I was like, I just know that it's going to say, see, I told you, you were stupid. And it didn't. So then we just kept the ball rolling and just been fighting for myself ever since.
Yeah. And succeeding.
Yes, but
grades.
A lot of tears along the way. So I mean, even just the first day of my class online.
Like, some people are afraid of public speaking or like getting up and singing in front of people.
Yeah.
Like the terror of anxiety of performing in public. Some people just can't. They're like, I don't know. It's like taking a test was like that.
Yes, that was. I can get up and talk in front of people. I would have flutters, but then I learned, oh, that's just excitement. That's not fear. Oh, okay. Well, then I can just get my breathing under control, and then I can just go. But testing and school and scholastics, it was just something that I concrete in my head thought, you're never going to be able to do this. Why are you even doing this to yourself? Just stop. Protect yourself. Don't do it. So to get past that was huge.
If you don't try, you won't have a panic attack.
Right. Exactly.
If you don't try, you can't fail.
Exactly. And I was like, comfort. Okay, let's go for comfort. I'd rather do that because I know what I am good at. Why would I do something that I know I'm not good at and then prove it to myself that I'm not? So why even try? Anyways, so I did try it, and then I was like, okay, I kind of like this. I can actually do this. I can actually write. But it was like every test, every exam, every assignment for the first like 2-3 weeks was tears, just the fear. Like I would want to submit something. I'm like, it doesn't make sense. I'm probably going to be laughed out and they're going to think I'm stupid. And it was just like, you know what? Who cares? Just go and just go. These people don't know you. They don't even care. They probably don't even remember you. I know they don't remember me. But it was such a battle. It was such a hurdle. Such a hurdle. And then even the first day of school, I had literally a panic attack on the way to school in the car. Ryan's like, are you okay? I'm like, just don't talk to me. Just drive, you know, because I was like, what if you go to the wrong classroom? What if they laugh at you? What if they think
it's
you're
like the
too
nightmares.
old? Like,
you have nightmares.
Yes, it was literally like you're living out loud that showing up to school naked and there's an exam. Or like for me, I would have dreams about drill team and I show up and it's halftime and it's like, okay, 5, 6, 7. And I'm like, I didn't learn it. I didn't learn it. You know?
Marching band.
Oh my gosh, so many. And I was living it out loud. I mean, I was like anxiety sweats and everything. Just crazy. But then my math teacher is amazing. She's 30 years old. She's such a baby.
Kid.
But she's amazing. She's really good at her job. She is a good teacher. I can't praise her enough. And then, but yeah, everybody's been just so great. And of course, Ryan's been cheering me along the way and, you know, just walking up to me, giving me a kiss on the forehead and saying, you know, you're amazing. I love you. And kind of giving me that dopamine shot. And so I can keep going. Yeah. And the boys have been so sweet and so encouraging and so like, Mom, are you studying? You know, just... Yeah.
We have a friend. He just came in last week whose daughter took guitar lessons from us for forever. Yes. It was so nice. And he came in. We were talking about it because he went back to school in his like mid 30s, yeah. Late 30s. And we were talking about it. He's like, oh, she's going to do great. And he told me this really struck me when he was telling me about it. He's like, you know, I went back and did all this because I don't know. Some people are great in high school. Some people are not. He was not. Mm-hmm. I just assumed he was probably a pretty good student in high school. He's like, no, not at all. But then going back in his mid to late 30s and then like Dean's List, making good grades, and then graduating and getting his diploma. Now he's like a welding inspector guy. Like not the guy doing the welding. He's the guy's like, that's wrong.
Right.
That doesn't, you know.
That's not going to work.
Like, he knows his crap. Mm-hmm. But anyways, he said the whole thing of like him going back and doing all the stuff in the classes and then graduating, he said like, he's like, it was life changing. Mm-hmm. Just the walking across the stage at, 37 years old and getting the diploma, like, he said that the psychological, the emotional, the
oh my gosh,
how you view yourself.
Yeah.
Because when you're 18, 19, 20, 21 and you do that, you're kind of, you're kind of an idiot.
Right. And you dismiss it. You're just like, oh, well, who cares? I don't care. You don't care. I don't care.
Right.
And you bury those feelings down. But once you break through that, you don't really realize when you're a kid how much that does do damage by not fighting for yourself and pushing through that barrier. That's why I've been even telling the kids in my class, my peers that are in my class, how
because they're all youngsters.
Because they're making the same. A lot of them are making the same mistakes I did at that age, and I'm trying to encourage them. I'm like, listen, take the class again. Don't let this take you out. Don't let it take you out. Please trust me. Get the tutor. Go to the classroom. Sit with people. Do what you have to do, because when you're my age in 30 years. You're going to regret not fighting for this. You're going to regret it. And I don't want that for you. Now, if this is something you obviously shouldn't be doing, and maybe this is somewhere where God doesn't want you and he's trying to move you somewhere else, then albeit, go for it. Chase your dreams, but at least finish it. Finish something and fight for yourself. Because I appreciate now that I have broken those little bitty like shells and that I didn't realize was such heavy armor of defeat on me. Once I broke through that one, even just reading my test results, sitting there, and Ryan's like, I think you passed. I think you did great. And I was like, you're lying,
I was like, I don't think this. I don't know why you're stressing this. Like,
this looks good.
You did great.
You did good. It broke something in me. In a good way. Like, I didn't realize how much damage that past did in my mind.
Breaking chains.
That I was overcompensating to heal by doing something else to kind of it's just like when you're wounded or whenever an animal's wounded, they start doing something on the other limb and the other limb gets stronger and you don't realize that whole side is weak because you're so strong in this other area. I was able to realize that about myself, and that healing was cathartic. It still is. Sometimes I'm just like, oh yeah, I am doing this. Oh my gosh, this is really happening. Like, I only have 4 weeks of this semester
the
left.
semester's almost over.
And I'm making all A's pretty much. I have one class that's a bit of a challenge only because it's online and the instructor is not good at her job.
Yes. So your psychology class online during the summer that was in 6 weeks
Which I need to message her.
was phenomenal. She was an amazing online instructor. Your anatomy instructor online is not like she's bothered. She's
apathetic.
A crappy teacher.
She's apathetic. It was so crazy is that my psychology teacher, the videos that she gave us to study were from 2020. Mm-hmm. They were from the pandemic when everybody was at home doing school from home. But she was in those videos, she was so thorough because I have to give this to the psychology teacher. She had been a teacher, an actual teacher, public school teacher. She is a teacher now, but she's college level. She was a public school teacher for years, for like 15 years. And then she went to school, got her master's degree, and became a principal. And she was a principal for many years. And then she was like, this is wearing me down. I want to go a little bit older. She got like 2 more master's degrees in psychology. And then she was able to then teach at a college level. So she had that young child education where she taught. My math teacher is the same. She taught high school. So she was like, I do this for my high school kids. You might think it's dumb, but it really helped them ace this works. And we're like, whatever you got. I don't care if I use matte pencils and crayons to do this. If you think it works and I'm going to pass your class, teach me, help me. So I really love that about her, even though the videos were for 4 years ago in 2020. It was so thorough. She was so thorough because she wanted to make sure they had the information that she videoed herself. Like, I don't get that. I don't get a video of the teacher teaching. It's just her voice.
She's narrating a book or something.
Yeah, and it's really half-assed, very half-assed. And so it's like, but the psychology teacher was like, okay, I need you to listen to what I'm saying. Remember this part. Take out your paper and write this down. This is what you really need to focus on because it will be on the test. Do not do this. Do this. She was so great. So great. And of course, I aced it. And this is from somebody who's coming into school after having been in school for almost 3 decades. So that leans a whole bunch into how awesome of a teacher she actually is. And to Desi. Her name is Desi Camp, my algebra teacher at TJC.
You'll have to send her this link.
I know. I just if you see this and you get to this part, I'll tell you just where the timestamp is. You are an amazing teacher, and I thank you so much.
Me too.
From the bottom of my heart. You don't understand.
I don't remember any algebra. She's like, babe, I'm doing parabolas and quadratic equations. Like, I remember those words. I remember the word quadratic equation.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with it. I could,
vertex.
It has been over
axis
30
of symmetry
years.
And
it's been like 32 years since I've done a quadratic equation.
So he was a good student. He did what normal classes. I was the remedial kid. I took remedial classes. I was not at the level. Even by the time I graduated high school, I had to take the secondary classes. So I took pre-algebra and I took algebra 1, yes. But I took geometry, I did. But I went to math of money in my senior year. I didn't take calculus. I didn't take algebra 2. I didn't take pre-cal. I didn't take any of that stuff where algebra would have been more applicable and I could have remembered more stuff. And I did poorly in those classes. So going from that, and the last real math class was geometry, my junior year in high school, and then nothing, like nothing. Until then. So it was, jumping in, and she was like, you learned this in high school. You might not remember. And I was like, no, I did not. And no, I didn't. I had algebra, but it was high school algebra. It wasn't algebra 2, which is basically like college algebra.
It was 90s algebra.
It was 90s, right? It was the 90s way of teaching. It was not, didn't have any kind of common core, didn't have any other alternative approach and all this stuff. So anyways, we've been talking for a very long time.
she's going back to school.
This is like a Joe Rogan episode.
Plan is
3 hours later.
Getting into the stenography program is the plan. But also it's just to get your degree.
Yes. If I don't get into the stenography program, then it's just...
Oh, you're getting into that program. But
you
still want to get an associate's at least.
Yeah,
maybe
the plan is, the
bachelor's.
whole purpose is to walk the stage. I want to get my associate's for sure, and then jump into a bachelor's program because I want to have a bachelor's degree. In my heart of hearts, I want a bachelor's degree. So
yeah. You can easily do it. You're making way better grades than I did. And I was a good student.
Yeah.
Quote unquote.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's been a journey. So that's what we've been doing. Or I've been doing it. He's been extremely supporting me. Taking care of the car, making sure I have gas, taking care of everything of the house, and keeping the world pumping as we've been, as I've been in my room, locked in my room, sweating over flashcards and dry erase boards and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. It's been good. And still showing up and teaching every week.
And still showing up. And so I still have students.
Still teaching your students every week.
Still keeping the house clean and taking care of pets. And we have a new cat. Ryan rescued a kitten.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you trapped? Are you stuck? Huh? Are you a feral cat? Can you move? Can you move? I think his leg is broken. One of his back legs isn't working very good.
Right after I found her, I did take her to the vet locally here in Canton and had her checked out. Hey, you literally just walked in there from the litter box. How did you do that? Huh? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you can kind of move. I know, you just wore yourself out. Daggone. You came all the way from the litter box in her bedroom to find me. Yeah.
Oh, I love this. It's so yummy. It's so yummy. I'm eating all of it. It's so good. So now this is my favorite. I didn't want it to milks. I got mad at the milks. I'm a big girl. I want the foods. So I'll put just enough on there and put the rest inside the refrigerator. I thought it'll be just enough for her little. She is starving. She's gonna have a big old ass eat. We'll get on here in a minute. You hear her? That is hilarious. That's all she wanted.
She's come a long way. She can walk pretty good now. Her front right paw is still kind of gimpy. I mean, she can move it, but she can't walk on it super well. Hey, where are you going? Where are you going a little bit? You see, she kind of bends it weird. She's way more mobile than when I found her under the trailer. She could barely crawl. So her back leg is doing a lot better now. Her back leg is much, much better than it was. So we'll see. Hey, where you going? That's the litter bucket. That's the litter scooper. She finally went boom boom today in her litter box, which was good. She's been eating really well. So we'll see. We'll take her back to the vet maybe another week and a half or two, and have them check her out again and see what we think. If we can do anything about her front leg or not. But her back leg is way stronger, so poor little thing. Couldn't just leave her outside. So right a little bit. Right. Get it. Get that fishy. Get that fishy. Meow. Oh man. She is feisty today.
Yeah.
I did.
His little baby Buttercup.
3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. She is a fully immersed member of the family now. She is ours and we are hers.
Yeah.
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 She is the cutest little pumpkin of a thing. She is adorable.
So we have 3 cats.
So we have 3 cats. Well, Aiden has a cat.
All right.
Nicholas has a cat. And now we
Now-
have a cat.
Now you and I have
Now
we
you-
have our own cat
Now we have our own cat.
that I rescued outside of Howdy music from.
Yes. So
was
she
stuck.
is a rock cat.
Metal kitten.
She's a metal kitten.
It's the cats are metal cats,
Yes,
and the
metal
dogs
cats.
are rock
Rock
dogs.
dogs.
Rock dogs, metal kittens.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Her name is Buttercup. So metal.
Princess Buttercup.
Princess Buttercup. Yes. Of Shady.
Laquan.
Laquan.
Princess Buttercup. Laquan.
Boom.
Jamar Cleats.
Boom. Shake it, Laquan.
So that's we've been kind of busy. All right, but yeah, there you go. So that was the final question. If you have a question,
I'm sorry. It was so
yeah.
long.
Well, no, that was great. People should know. They're
Okay.
like, because people are like, I miss you guys. Someone left a comment today. They're like, you guys still opened?
Opened it.
Opened?
Yes.
I was like, yes, we're still
always
opened. So we're still opened. If you follow us on Instagram and Facebook, you'll see that we're still opened.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, a little less prolific with the videos, but I have been putting out videos, and they've actually been doing pretty well.
Yes, this is why it's important to find us on Facebook, Instagram,
The
and TikTok.
TikToks. Yeah.
Yes.
Stay on top of it. All right. That was the last question and the life update for Howdy Music. If you have a question for the next episode, I'm not going to say next week. It's just whenever we get around to episode 405, we'll get around to it. You can ask a couple of questions. We'll probably answer that.
It could be next week. It could be next year.
It might be next month. You know, tentatively once a month would be great, but it just depends.
What'll be interesting are
Once
the
a quarter.
questions for the next one, since a lot has happened in the
Oh, yeah.
world. And they're going to have a lot of questions. So I look forward to it.
A little bit of a couple of things happened this week in America.
A little bit.
This week.
Yeah. But put your comments,
for next week.
questions below. Don't forget to ring that
Like,
bell
subscribe.
so you can get a notification.
Share it if you have
Yes,
somebody in
please.
your life you think would benefit, especially from that last part about overcoming obstacles, and maybe you're thinking about going back to school as an adult, and you need some
Do it.
inspiration. You know, share this with somebody you like, and
That's it.
That's it. Oh, secret hashtag of the day.
Ooh.
If you made it this far in the video, you're a super legend. This is gonna be like a 1 hour Howdy Music update.
Something like
That's
that.
why we'll do it once a quarter. If you watch this whole stinking video from then and now, we're gonna play a little game called Secret Hashtag of the Day. type this with your question or your just supportive comment for the next episode. Secret hashtag today is hashtag
Buttercup. I was gonna say that.
I didn't.
Really?
Yeah, actually,
Aw,
I was.
that's so great.
I was gonna like. You always have something really good though, so I was gonna like. I was about to say Buttercup. Hashtag Buttercup. And we'll know, and everyone else who's actually really, really cool will know that y'all watched the whole video. That's exciting. All right.
It is.
Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time. Until then, keep the music alive.
Don't forget it.
Music needs you.
And you need the music.
And we need to keep it alive for the next generation.
That's right.
Buttercups. I need a buttercups.
Buttercup.
All right. Oh no. Now I want a buttercup. Let's go get one. That's not carnivore.
That's not. Bye.
Bye.